Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the first edition in 2020 of CA Hoops Weekly. I'm Bobby Broyles, along with Bill Potter. The conference season is underway, and Bill, after the first couple days of matchups, a trio of teams had some great starts, and they did it on the road, which is never easy to do in the CAA.
You're exactly right, Bobby. Charleston, Hofstra, and Northeastern all opened conference play 2-0 on the road and sent early messages across the conference. Hofstra and Northeastern are part of a trio of CAA teams that have 5 road wins this year, which is tied for most of the nation. And that third team with 5 road wins, it's William & Mary, which collected its 5th road victory of the year in a tight 74-73 win at Elon in the final seconds in our first of 9 CAA games on CBS Sports Network.
As we get off and running in 2020, let's preview a few matchups coming up, and we begin at 6:30 on CBS Sports Network as James Madison will hit the road to take on UNCW as both teams looking to get their first win in conference play.
You're right. It's too early to say this one is a must-win for either team, but both JMU and UNCW will be looking to shake off last week's games when they both dropped a pair. Playing the 12th fastest pace in the country, JMU features 2 of the league's most explosive scorers in bookend guards Matt Lewis and Darius Banks. Lewis is averaging 18 points and almost 7 rebounds, while Banks is collecting 13 points and 5 rebounds for the Dukes, who rank second in the CAA in scoring with 76 points per game. And then you toss in Dwight Wilson's 5 double-doubles in his last 6 games, and the Dukes' offense is definitely one to be reckoned with. On the other side of the ball, UNCW will be looking to snap a 7-game losing streak, but the Seahawks looked improved as they nearly pulled out a win last time out at Drexel. Martin Linson has been coming on for the Seahawks, leading the team in scoring over his last 2 games, and Shaquem Phillips, the CAA Rookie of the Week a week prior, collected 12 points at Drexel. And throughout this season, we've seen sophomore Jalen Sims come on for the Seahawks, leading the team with nearly 14 points per game while hitting 44% of his three-pointers.
On Long Island Thursday night at 7 as Hofstra will play host to William & Mary on FlowHoops.com. And Bill, these two teams continue to play in some classic contests in the last few years.
There's been fireworks aplenty between these two teams, and the Tribe will be looking for its 6th road win of the season. And, there's something special when William & Mary and Hofstra get together. Last year, if you remember in Hempstead, William & Mary's Nathan Knight posted 39 points and 14 rebounds. And then when the teams met again in Williamsburg, Hofstra prevailed in triple overtime. This year, Hofstra comes into the game on a 5-game winning streak, and Jasir Bowie earned his 2nd CAA Player of the Week accolade of the season after averaging 25 points in the Pride's 2 road wins last week. Knight has been as good as advertised for the Tribe. Through the new year, he's tied for the NCAA lead with 10 double-doubles and is rapidly climbing William & Mary's career scoring and career rebounding leaders.
On Friday night at 7 on FlowHoops.com, Delaware makes a short trip to Philly to take on rival Drexel. Both teams earned a split to begin last week's league play.
Drexel will be looking to defend the Daskalakis Athletic Center, where the Dragons were 6-2 on the year. Leading the way for both teams will be solid inside-out combinations. For Drexel, it's Cameron Winter and James Butler who've proven to be a potent tandem. Winter notched his 2nd 30-point game of the season in Drexel's win over UNCW, and as a sophomore is averaging almost 14 points to go along with over 5.5 assists. Meanwhile, Butler, controlling the block, is 4th in the NCAA with 9 double-doubles and leads the CA with over 11 rebounds per game. Now you look at Delaware, they boast their own inside-outside duo and a pair of transfers in Nate Darling and Justin Mutz. Darling is one of 3 players in the CAA averaging over 21 points per game, and his 47 three-pointers lead the conference. Down low, Mutz is pulling down 9.5 rebounds to go along with almost 14 points per game. And the pair has helped Delaware reach 11 wins already this season, and the Blue Hens are pacing the CAA in field goal percentage.
And we wrap up our previews with the Saturday contest in Boston as William & Mary completes their northern road trip with Northeastern at 4 o'clock on FlowHoops.com and regionally televised on Nesson Plus.
This will be the last of 3 straight road games to open CAA play for William & Mary. And in addition to Nathan Knight, Andy Van Vliet has presented a matchup problem for defenses. The 7-foot Van Vliet is averaging almost 15 points and 10 rebounds per game while knocking down 24 threes so far. So he's stretching the defense and opening things up for the Tribe. Meanwhile, Northeastern will be looking to build on its 2-0 start to the season, and the Huskies are running some of the most efficient offense in not just the CAA, but the country. Jordan Rowland continues to be the straw that stirs the drink for the Huskies. He's averaging over 22 points per game and has 3 games this season with 30 or more points. And not to get too deep down the statistical well, but when you look at player efficiencies on KenPom, Rowland is the most efficient player nationally among players utilized on at least 24% of his team's possessions. And of course, you can't overlook the other part of Northeastern's backcourt. Tyson Walker is having a great freshman season. He's earned the CA Rookie of the Week award 3 times and is averaging 10.5 points and 3.5 assists in his first 14 collegiate games.
Now here's a look at the rest of the upcoming action around CAA men's basketball. The Colonial takes over the Capitol. Join us March 7th through the 10th at the Entertainment and Sports Arena for all of the action and excitement in Washington, D.C. as 10 CAA teams battle for a berth in the NCAA tournament. CASports.com will have all the information you need regarding links to live stats, video, and audio coverage.
And you continue to follow the league on Facebook and Instagram by searching CAA Sports. We're also on Twitter at CAA Basketball, and join the conversation by using the hashtag CAA Hoops.
That is it from us today. Enjoy the games, everyone.